Karoline Leavitt is a fast-rising political figure whose prominence has grown significantly in recent years. Her career and public persona have brought attention not only to her political views and achievements but also to her age and physical appearance, which some find unexpectedly youthful and petite for someone in such a high-powered role. While her physical size might not be what people expect from a national-level political figure, it's precisely that contrast between her stature and her assertive political style that often surprises and intrigues people. Karoline stands at approximately 5 feet 4 inches tall, with a slim and athletic build. While that may seem average or even small in the context of commanding political presence, her size has never been a barrier to her effectiveness or confidence. In fact, it often contrasts with the strength and conviction of her public statements. She carries herself with assurance, whether she's in a press briefing, giving a speech, or engaging with the media. For those seeing her in person for the first time, there's often a moment of surprise, not because she lacks presence, but because she commands attention despite being more physically compact than one might expect of someone in such a public role. Her size becomes even more interesting when considering the immense responsibilities she has taken on at a relatively young age. She made headlines as one of the youngest high-profile political operatives in Washington and eventually became a White House spokesperson, showcasing not just communication skills but also resilience and political savvy. The juxtaposition of her youthful, modest appearance and her influential role in American politics creates a striking image, one that challenges stereotypes about what power and leadership should look like. People often comment on the energy she brings to her work. Her stature does not slow her down, in fact, it's often associated with a sense of agility and dynamism. She moves quickly, thinks fast, and handles tough questions with surprising poise. Rather than relying on physical dominance, she communicates power through clarity, conviction, and preparation. This adds to the sense that her actual size isn't something measured in inches or pounds, it's measured in the impact she makes. Another aspect of her public image is how relatable she appears to younger voters. Her size and youth aren't detriments, they make her feel more accessible and modern in a world where many politicians are significantly older and sometimes out of touch with younger generations. She speaks in a way that resonates with a new wave of conservative youth, and her presence, both online and in person, reflects someone who understands the current cultural and political climate. There is also something to be said for the optics of someone small in stature standing tall in rooms full of seasoned political veterans. She's often seen beside much taller male colleagues, but she never fades into the background. Her confidence fills the space. Her professionalism and command of political issues ensure that she is never overlooked, even if she doesn't physically tower over those around her. Her size has also become, in some ways, a subtle symbol of changing times in politics. Where once strength may have been associated primarily with physicality and a commanding voice, today it's more often associated with clarity, discipline, and the ability to communicate a compelling message. Karoline Leavitt embodies that shift. She's sharp, articulate, and assertive, all while maintaining a calm, composed demeanor. Ultimately, Karoline Leavitt's actual size might surprise those expecting a more traditionally imposing figure. But that surprise quickly fades when they hear her speak or watch her work. Her stature is just one part of who she is, and far from being a limitation, it only reinforces how she defies expectations. In an arena where appearances can be deceiving, Leavitt proves that size doesn't define influence. What truly matters is the voice, the ideas, and the strength of character, all of which she possesses in abundance.